Developed by Kevin James. I can't talk today. Clearly, it's too late for this.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am really excited about today's video. I am going to review a professional foundation palette, and I'm also going to demo a little bit later in the video exactly how this foundation works. I'm really excited because I've been loving this for a while now. You ready? This is the RCMA Complexion Palette by Kevin James Bennett. As you'll see on the website and on the packaging right up here, it is labeled the KJB palette. And if you don't know who Kevin James Bennett is, he is an Emmy award-winning makeup artist and educator. He has videos online educating specifically on skin. It's something that he really preaches, is having a nice complexion. And he uses RCMA products all the time. And these are some of his favorite shades, the most versatile ones. They range in light to dark. And they also have some color correctors. So it's a really, really nice palette. And this actually retails for, so I'm looking at my notes here, it retails for $80 on camerareadycosmetics.com. I'll leave all that kind of information down below in the description box. Now the shades included in this palette, starting at the top left corner, are KA1, KA4, KO3, KO7, KN2, KN7, SH0, SH1, SH3, SH5, SH8, MB8, and then on the bottom row there's a clear, PPW, PPY, PPR, PPBI, and PPBK. Adjust. There is a white shade and that black shade you can use to either lighten the foundation or darken it. The clear shade is actually really, really nice to sheer it out if you want the most sheer coverage. The yellow, the red, and the blue shades can be used to just adjust the undertones, because you're not always going to get an exact match with shades that are included, so you may have to tweak it just a little bit. And even though it's $80, well, if you have a professional discount with that website, which I do recommend that you get if you are a working makeup artist or a cosmetologist, you will save some money. I'm going to tell you just a little bit about the formula of the foundation and how it works and the concept behind it. And this is coming from the camerareadycosmetics.com website. So I'm just going to read that off to you here. This foundation is made with 50% pigment ratio to vegetable oils and pure waxes. And that's actually more than standard liquid foundations. So it offers more coverage while using a less product. It contains no perfumes, lanolin, petroleum, or mineral oils. Now to compare the pigment load, which is 50%, to liquid foundations usually have anywhere between 18 to 23% pigment load to other ingredients. So 50% is a lot. That's why you see the tiny little pans. You only need a little bit of product to get a lot of coverage. So it's very, very economic in that sense. Now this is a creamy product, so it is normal, according to their website, to see little beads of moisture on the surface of the product. It's no problem. You just sanitize like you normally would by scraping the surface off, and you're good to go. Now on to the claims that the company makes about the product. They claim that it has a finish that is skin-like, and that no powdering is required for dry skin due to low halation. Now, as I've mentioned 1,000 times, I have dry skin, and while I normally wouldn't powder in the wintertime, it's so humid where I live, and I get the sweat goatee. you know, the mustache area and the chin area. So I always like powder just a little bit just in case anything breaks through. I do agree that it has a skin-like coverage. I use this on prom clients. I've used it on brides, oily skin, dry skin, acne-prone skin, even more mature skin with wrinkles and, you know, under eye creases and large pores. It doesn't make those look worse like some foundations can. All right, so now I'm gonna roll the clip of my naked face and show you exactly how to use it. And then afterwards, I'm gonna give you my final thoughts. So first, I'm gonna select the shades that are right for my skin tone, which is KA4 and KO3. And I have a clean spatula here. It's these two right here. And I just scraped some of that on the back of my hand because what you wanna do, since it's a wax-based product, is warm this up on the back of your hand. You can use a palette, but I find it doesn't spread as easily. Now, Kevin does recommend that you put this on with a small buffing brush for the face, but I find that a damp sponge works the best. You can see that actually covered really well under my eyes. And I used a little bit too much to start out with, but that's what's great about the damp sponge, is that it makes sure that you don't lay down too much. It kind of picks a little bit of it up. And now I'm gonna warm up the face a little bit, and you can do that just with a darker shade. I'm gonna do that with KO7 and a smidge of SH1. And that's this darker shade right here, and then a little bit of this. And you can go ahead and apply it everywhere you need first because it's still going to be quite workable until you set it with powder, which I really like. Dry skin and I really don't need to powder. I'm sitting under these studio lights and I don't want to melt at all. So I'm just going to take a translucent powder and dust that all over really lightly. And I do this with all of my brides as well because, you know, when it's your big day, you're going to sweat some because you're nervous. So I just like to make sure everything's just completely locked in place. But I mean, especially if you're oily, you're gonna always wanna set your foundation. So is this worth $80? It depends if you're gonna get this for personal use or for professional use in a kit to use on clients. If you're gonna use it for personal use, I would recommend skipping the entire palette and maybe selecting a full-size pan of one of the shades that matches you personally. Totally worth it. But for this specific palette, for professional use, absolutely worth $80. And like I said, check out that discount because it does save, I think, 20% if you get the discount. Not only is it economical in the fact that you get many different skin tones and you don't have to purchase a bunch of full-size foundation bottles, it's economical also in the fact that it's very compact and you don't need a lot of space in your kit to carry this around. None of us want to lug around a kit that weighs 500 pounds. So the more we can condense everything, the better and more efficient that we can work on our clients. The finish is very skin-like, but has amazing coverage. Looks beautiful on most skin types. I haven't had any problems yet. And it's a fantastic value. So I do recommend this particular product. So I give it 2 big thumbs up. And if you like this video, give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. It helps out a lot. And I don't think I have anything else for you today. Stay tuned for the next video, and I'll see you later.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire.